Are you really struggling to pick the right game on Twitch to inspire growth in your channel? Guys, I like to call this one the game of categories, and I'm going to help you out today with some advice on picking the right game to push your stream in a forward direction. I also have a wonderful free product for you today as well, guys. Stick around. Welcome into the video, guys. So, free things. If you look down in the description, there is a link to a free PDF, 10 ways to grow your stream. That is an insight into all the videos I'm going to be doing in this 10-part series. I will be expanding on them heavily in the videos, but you'll get an edge up if you download that PDF now. You can have a little look, implement that stuff on your streams right away, and start looking towards that growth on your streams. Download it now, guys. Link is in the description. Thank you so much. If you enjoy this series, the episodes and the information in the PDF, in 6 weeks' time, I'm releasing this ebook, Inspiring Growth, and it is full of so much amazing information, and not only just how to grow your stream on Twitch, it also talks about the mental aspect as well, to really prepare you guys coming into the industry, so you know what to expect, and just to hit the ground running and inspire that growth on your streams. All right, guys, so let's talk about the game of categories. Now, I just want to start off by saying this is stuff that's worked for me. I'm going to outline what's worked for me, and hopefully you guys can get some inspiration from it and potentially pick the right games to inspire growth. Now, there's one thing I want you to do. Have a think about what you want from Twitch before you start any of this. Some people use Twitch as a supplement to a full-time job while they have a family, and others want to build a brand and a successful stream to potentially one day do it full time. So have a think about that, because if you're doing it for fun to make friends and build a community, then I would recommend that you stick with the games that you absolutely love and not worry too much about the growth and pushing forward. If you want to build a brand and build a bigger community and make some success out of this, I highly recommend that you be tactful about what you choose, and hopefully my advice today will help you do that. Okay, so we are over here on Twitch. I'm going to point out some of the things that I look for when picking a game. Now, as always, guys, stay out of the top 20. Do not play any of the games in the top 20. You need to imagine something, okay? You're a Fortnite streamer. You click on Fortnite and you're having a look here. By default, I have this set to high to low, but some people have recommended for you. So you might potentially get recommended to someone through this, but it's still very unlikely in those top 20 game categories. If you list it by high to low, I want you to think about where you're going to be sitting. So you might be averaging no viewers because you're a new streamer, or you might be averaging 15 viewers because you've been streaming for a little while. I want you to imagine that you're a viewer looking through these categories and scrolling down. 204 viewers, 144 viewers. There are hundreds of Fortnite streamers on here right now. If you are averaging between 0 and let's even say 50, you're going to be somewhere along here. So the likelihood of someone clicking on your stream is just so small, guys. The discovery in these top 20 is just not good at all. So I wouldn't bother playing anything in the top 20. Now, we start to look outside of the top 20 and you start to see games that you will potentially enjoy. So, for example, Stardew Valley is a great example at this point. Things that I look for is the followers, okay? Stardew Valley has nearly 1 million followers on Twitch, okay? This game has been out for a very, very long time. People still love to watch it. You can tell based on this. So if you have a look at this here, okay, and imagine that you are streaming at, say, 0 to the 20 viewer mark. So up the top here, we have a 1.2k viewers, all right? Now this offers trust. I'll talk about trust in a later episode. You come down and on the first page, you get down to 34 viewers, okay? So that means that if we scroll down again, we're gonna go from 32 all the way down to 17. So even though there's quite a lot of people streaming this game at the moment because it's just become more popular with the recent update, this game is a fantastic choice for growing your stream. Now, I'm not going to talk about titles and appearance and bringing people in because they're for later episodes, but you want to position yourself within a category that's absolutely perfect for you to potentially be clicked on. Now, another great example here is Hunt Showdown. We have 567,000 followers, okay? So over 500,000, which is fantastic. At the top of this one, we have 627 viewers. And on the same page, all the way down here, we have 15, okay? You can't see that quite because it's just behind my camera here, but we're down around 15 and 19 viewers, okay? So if you're a small streamer or a streamer that's just starting, these games are perfect for you because you're gonna be sitting around these numbers between sort of 3 to 15, hopefully. And one last example to just show you what I'm talking about, guys, is the Forest. 755,000 followers. Fun fact, in 2014, when I first started streaming, I actually streamed The Forest when it was very first released, and I gained about 800 followers within a month. So that was absolutely amazing. But for the example, you can see here, guys, 448 viewers, and then down the bottom here, we're down to 9. So if you're a new streamer and you want to be discovered, you have a platform here of 755,000 people. People love this game. They're still interested in it. Okay, so this is a great example of a growth game on Twitch. Okay, so to finalize that part, guys, think about what you love, what you enjoy playing. Now, there's some exceptions to these rules, and I'm going to point out one of them now. Some of these games appear to be great growth games, but they are limited by a skill level. So for example, Rocket League, 11.7 million followers. Now on a normal average day, I mean, it's a bit saturated at the moment. On a normal average day, you would see quite a distance between the pages. So if you're a new streamer, you know, it would be a great game to play. But the problem is, most people want to see competitive, high-ranked gameplay on Rocket League, okay? Now, I'm not speaking for everyone, obviously everyone's different, but in most cases, these people are going to click on these higher viewers because it could insinuate the fact that they're a higher rank and it's more competitive play. So, yes, Rocket League is a great growth game to an extent if you're good at it. There's other games like that. I find that ESO is a pretty good growth game as well, but the problem there is that people want to see the new content. So unless you've invested a lot of hours and you have high knowledge of the game, it might not be the best one to go for unless you're willing to commit to a one-game stream. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is Twitchstrike.com, what games to play. So what to stream, best games to stream this hour. Now there's many websites that you can use to get this kind of information. It goes based on a ratio. So how many streaming channels for 𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬 30 with 6,061 current viewers. Okay, so what that's saying is that if you are streaming 𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬, there's a lot of viewers to streamer ratio at the moment. Now, I've been keeping my eye on 𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬. It looks like an absolutely fantastic game. Not only a growth game, but a great game. So have a look at this list. And if you see anything in here that you thoroughly enjoy, obviously stick with the advice, play games that you enjoy, guys. Have a look at the ratio. So it's surprising to see Just Chatting in there actually, but it's just probably because a lot of people enjoy the Just Chatting category. So we have Don't Starve Together. That's a pretty cool game. 43 channels with 1,661 and a ratio of 39. Another one here, which I actually haven't heard of this game, but channels 14, views 419 and the ratio of 30, last day on Earth. So what I'm going to do is jump over to Twitch and have a little look at this and just imagine ourselves in that position. Okay, so here we go. We have 264,000 followers. Now that, in my opinion, is a little bit low, but if it's just been released and there's a bit of hype around it, that's always good. The next thing I notice here, guys, is that we have 156 viewers on this top streamer, 100 as well. So we have two fairly big streamers streaming this game at the moment. And then you can see the playlist just drops off to 0. So this here would be a really good opportunity for growth, providing these guys are still playing. You're going to have things where the viewers from these come out and they maybe look for another streamer. These guys might do a sneaky raid, or they stop streaming and their viewers want to keep watching the game. So they come through and then you're going to have a chance to be clicked on. Once again, I will mention stream title, stream appearance. They're all important. Little things here. I mean, you know, I would pretend to stay away from the camera underneath the viewer's mark here. You can't really see this guy's face, but that's okay. It's working for these guys, so that's fine. So even though there is so many variables when it comes to games I think that you need to spend some time just looking through and trying to figure out where you're going to be in the best position. So that's a really key piece of information that you need to know when you're picking a game for growth. And not every game's going to work, and you're not going to nail it every single time. And the hard part is if you're not interested in those games that are currently trending or popular. But if you want to push forward and you want to grow your stream, try to stay out of the top 20 at all times, guys. There is just no point. Unless you want to do it for fun, do it for fun on the weekends outside of your normal stream times. Guys, I really hope that helps. It's just a really brief overview so that you guys can kind of get into a position where you're sitting well. Now, like I said, this is episode 1, so we've got 9 more episodes where we're going to talk about little fundamental bits and pieces that is really going to help. And once you put it all together, it's going to put you in a really nice spot for your growth on Twitch. Obviously, there's lots of other stuff you have to do, but hopefully that does help. So just a reminder, guys, I do stream on Twitch. My schedule is down in the description, and there is a link there as well. Sign up to that free PDF to get all 10 pieces of advice that we're going to be talking about in all of these episodes straight away. And don't forget that it is 6 weeks until the release of the ebook. I'm so excited to bring you guys such an amazing product, and yeah, I hope you guys do too. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you can implement this on your journey and just find that little bit of inspiration to pick the right game for you. Happy streaming, guys.